After a few days of not playing RLcraft and pretending I have a life, I jumped back in and found myself inside of a tree.
What the fuck am I doing here?
If you've seen the previous episode, you remember that I'm against cheesing battle towers. However, tastes change, and I'm not against cheese anymore, because I died 47 goddamn times for 2 diamonds. So I decided fuck it, and I came up with a very cool way to cheese battle towers. This is my very own original strategy. I definitely did not watch a YouTube video on how to do this. The cheese involves scaling the wall of the battle tower, mining a few blocks from outside, and getting that cheddar. As I was climbing up, I assessed that I'm not close enough for the golem to be aggroed if I opened the chest. You can see me spam click the chest here, it didn't even let me loot it. Now, that wasn't part of the game, that was the amazing server by Bill. As soon as I relogged, I made a new friend. Our friendship was so strong that I didn't even take fall damage. Just kidding, it was the lag. After relogging again, I remember thinking, hey, I actually didn't get any fall damage. That's pretty neat, and considering that the server is bullying me right now, it's also pretty fair. I never studied history, not even my own, so I decided that these 5 close calls were not enough and started going back up. My thinking here was, the golem is not at the top level anymore, so what's the worst that can happen?
Fuck you!
Not having set my spawn point in our base, for some reason, I got spawned in some random ass village. Not to worry though, because I have a grave scroll which teleports you back to where you died. All I had to do is use the waypoint to get back to our base and grab the grave scroll. Why, game? Why? I can't even TP to get my shit back anymore because my last death is no longer where my shit is. I literally had to wait for Bill to log in and clear the area so that I could finally TP back to our base. When I TP'd back, all the gravestones from my previous deaths blocked me and I got stuck in the ground and had to dig myself out.
Why? Look.
Then I had to RLcraft, which is when you die and lose all of your gear and tools and you have to start all over again. When I was about done with RLcrafting, Bill asked me to come downstairs. After getting bullied by Bill with the gravestones that he brought back to our base, we went for an adventure together, because apparently I cannot handle it alone. We kept going with the cheese, that I definitely came up with myself. I built up a few blocks on top of the chest so that the golem doesn't see me and I can snatch these chests. Bill grabbed the chests and got them to a safe place far away from the battle tower, while I went for the next chest where I wanted to do the same exact thing. I wanted to grab the chest and set it down next to me.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh!
It turns out that the blocks you put on top of the chests are for you to not open them accidentally, since if you are far enough it won't pick up the chest but instead open it. I disconnected out of fear, you'll see me do that a lot from now on. I only logged in after Bill told me it was safe and then I just waited for my rock to respawn. Do you see these zombies that keep falling from the sky? That's Bill grabbing them from inside the battle tower with his rock and then dropping them on me. There is an old Slavic saying, your hands are growing out of your ass, which describes me perfectly because I did that shit again. I opened the goddamn chest and aggroed the golem again! Out of anger, Bill and I put so many holes in this golem that he started looking like Swiss cheese. Nah, just kidding, it barely tickled him. Of course he then shot me once and I fell to my death. Oh, leaves? The leaves saved me. Thank you, leaves. After a quick run home to get rid of all the loot and make a few extra items, we were back at it again. But this time, I had a new idea that I definitely came up with myself. These arrows make you switch places with your target. I gotta be honest, I definitely thought I would end up dying the first few times. I've never shot this thing before, but hey, it worked. First try, so here we are. We looted and looted, even though this battle tower smelled like blue cheese. Should I stop with the cheese bit? I probably should. I'm running out of cheese puns anyway. I actually had to Google most of this. After a very successful cheese, I decided to keep going with the same strategy. This time, however, I got baptized by the fucking golem. And then I logged off very quickly. It didn't matter, of course, because I was a dead man anyway. By this point, we were actually pretty rich, to the point where I could use diamonds to make almost a whole stack of lockpicks. You might be asking yourself, why am I not wearing diamond armor since we are so rich? Well, the thing about dying all the time is you don't get to use all your levels. So here I am with whatever we had left from looting random chests. RLcraft wouldn't be RLcraft if everything went smoothly for more than 5 minutes. So obviously at the next battle tower, this happened. I seriously do not know why. It looks like I hit him and everything. I mean, he did get teleported, you can see him right there. He scared me, by the way, and then I logged off again. The same exact thing happened at the next battle tower. This time, however, I did not log off. I just teleported back home. We looted the whole battle tower top down to get some XP, so that maybe I can actually get some good gear, so that we could try a dungeon next time.